We're going there's Banky live. What's up, everyone? Aaron Egler here, Cheesehead TV, coming to you live on what is it? Thursday afternoon. Banky, you gonna say hi to the people? No, he doesn't want to say hi. Raven Greene, a Raven Greene sighting. Greene injured week 2 against the Vikings. Seen on the sideline at practice today, not participating, but he's been out of the boot for a few weeks, and he was doing some light jogging / stretching / stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he's coming back. Jack, what's up? Woody, yes, Star Wars. Going to see it in a few hours. Very excited. Can't wait. Can't wait. Is LaFleur a transplants regular now? I tell you what, if they keep winning, I think so. I think he's going to be a regular guest, no doubt. Banky Nagler. I love how Banky's like literally sitting right here watching the stream and reading the comments. That's good. We love to hate the Lions and Bears, but at least they have some history and soup. Correct. Hiya Nags, what is up? Uncultured, I tell you what, not a whole hell of a lot. The Packers keep being healthy. So, like, they have practice, but there's nothing really to talk about because there's no health updates. Usually, the ebbs and flows of the Packer blogosphere and the news cycle always kind of goes along with who is injured, who's practicing, who's not. But everyone's always healthy. The only person to miss practice today was Alex Light. So maybe we'll get some kind of illumination on what's going on with him later in the day. But with Jerry Valdir in town, they're not really too concerned about it. Has Corey come down after LaFleur was on transplants yesterday? Asked Dusty. That's a shake of the head. That's a no. That Banky impression was on point. Holy crap. Matub, been with Banky for what? At least 24 years now? Yeah, I can pick him out. Long-term plans for right tackle, Jack. Only Brian Gutekunst knows. Valdir is an interesting acquisition in that regard because possibly it does give them a safeguard in case they cannot or do not want to bring Bulaga back. I think Bulaga's made a case for it. At the beginning of the year, I would have said there was no chance for Bulaga to be back, but I could see them maybe, possibly extending him an offer. It would clearly be team friendly. I don't know if Bulaga would take it. He probably is sitting on one final big payday, and I doubt that comes in Green Bay. So we'll see. We certainly have the talent to win out. Mark, I would very much agree with that. Jake, thanks for the super chat. Bring back the Lazard jet sweep. Yeah, I'm all for that. He made some hay with that earlier this season. Vikings fans are becoming worse than Bear fans with their lack of football knowledge. Carlos, come on. There's lack of football knowledge in every fan base. There's no doubt about that, including the Packers. Just look at, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Packers fans were yelling, chanting, "Go Pack, go," while the Packers were on offense. Rodgers had to quiet them down. Every fan base has them. No Cook Monday, it appears. Stars aligning for the Pack. Jack, I agree. I mean, obviously, you lose a star player. That's bad for them, good for us. But I agree with LaFleur when he says that they really haven't skipped a beat when Cook hasn't been in there. Those guys backing up Cook have been very productive. Now, obviously, they are not the home run threat that Cook is. And that's always, a good thing for the Packers, especially in light of how Cook tore them up there in week 2. But I don't think the task becomes exponentially easier if Cook's not in there. Along with more Kumaro and Vitali, we need more Aaron Jones and Jay Will on the field together. Mark, I was thinking that exact same thing this afternoon as I was rewatching the cut-ups from week 2, especially that opening drive when they had those sweet, um, the kind of slot action, and then the play off of that went back to Jamal Williams for the first touchdown on the screen. More of that, please. Assuming we don't pay Martinez, does Goody mix it up and take inside linebacker this draft? I think he does, Joseph, because I don't think they're going to lay out big money in free agency at inside linebacker. Stefan, thank you so much for the super chat. Congrats again on the interview with Coach. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks a lot. Haroon, I just want to say being a Packer fan in Chicago is hilarious. I have been there. My first few years out of high school, I lived in Chicago and I went to DePaul. And being a Packers fan in that town is glorious, I will say. Think Pettin uses the same speed packages this week that he used against the Bears. I would suspect as much, although I would bet against BJ Goodson being down again. Now, maybe they don't utilize him a lot, but I think they would keep him up just in case the Vikings want to go power. I'm not sure that that's entirely the way they're going to go, but with a Mike Zimmer team and the way they run the ball, I would think they're going to have a lot more 2, 3 tight end stuff that you're probably going to want to counter with some bigs. So we'll see how they play it. We'll see how Pettin goes about it. But I do think you'll see a mix of it, but I doubt it'll be as prominent as it was against the Bears. Hmm. New York City radio discussing Packers now. It's comical. Well, of course it is. It's New York City radio. There's only 2 or 3 good people in this town. Could Benke make an old fashioned so strong that he himself could not drink it? What do you think, Corey? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh, now he's watching Wes. He's off me now. Now he's watching Wes. I think Ty Summers could contribute a bit more than Orem Burks at this point. What do you think? I don't know about all that. Ty was obviously all over the place this summer, but he had a ton of missed tackles. Uh, you like the athleticism, you like what he brought to the table in that regard, but um, I still think we got to see more Orem Burks and see what he's got before we start throwing him to the wind. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on all those who wanted John Dorsey as the next Packers GM, seeing what all has gone down this year in Cleveland? I think you should ask Mr. Bob McGinn, who wrote not one but 2 columns chastising the Packers for not hiring the man. Look, I understand why people wanted Dorsey, just because he had run a shop before, etc. But I never understood the idea that promoting from within in lieu of hiring Dorsey was like this cataclysmic thing. I think Brian's done a good job, not a great job, but a good job so far. He's still very young in his tenure, and I like where the direction of the team is headed. With Dorsey, you look at the acquisitions this offseason, it's clear that they were like swinging for the fences. Trading away offensive line, bringing in wide receiver. That screams, we're gonna try and outscore everybody, etc. They got some really talented pieces there, but I think the biggest mistake they made was not hiring an actual coach. And I like Freddie Kitchens. I like what he was doing last year, but he's so clearly not ready for prime time, and that has really backfired on them. We'll see. I know the rumors are the word is that they are going to stick with Kitchens. I think there's a lot of ball game left in that regard. I'll be very surprised if they actually go through with that. Is Raven Grizzle back from IR? Not yet, John. He was seen on the sideline to practice. There's no word yet if he's actually been activated, though. Once he is activated, he will be able to actually practice with the team. And then they have a 3-week window where they can activate him onto the 53-man roster. Now, obviously, we don't have any word yet if that's happening, but it is the first time since being injured in week 2 that he has been seen on the sideline at practice, kind of running, doing light jogging, things like that. We need Kenny to blow up Garrett Bradbury early and often. Adam, he did that several times in week 2, and I expect that to continue here in week 16. Who will be assigned to cover Rudolph? I think it'll be a mixed bag like it always is, and I expect him to probably get his yards. We've seen every tight end in the league essentially kind of take the Packers to task in the secondary, regardless of who they put on him. I would still like to see Josh Jackson get a chance at some of these bigger guys, wide receivers or tight ends. I think he matches up well with his long arms. He's a little bit more muscular. I know you don't want to create a package specifically for a defensive back to take a tight end, but right now they keep playing kind of whack-a-mole, trying to find different combinations of coverage or single coverage, usually Amos, and ultimately it hasn't worked. Nothing that they've tried has worked. So like I said, I would like to see Jackson get a shot because I think he'd fare pretty well. Stephen Allen, thanks for the super chat. What's it going to take to get MVS and Aaron on the same page? Probably the offseason. I mean, I don't know. We saw it all offseason in the summer in training camp. They were never, ever. They just had no connection. Rodgers kept trying to hit him deep, and it never happened. Early on this season, he was underthrowing him, then he was overthrowing him, then he finally hits him in San Francisco. Kid can't get his feet in. Finally hits him on the perfect ball, first play of the game against the Bears. The kid short arms it. I don't know. I just don't know. I tend to think though and MVS needs to just kind of sit down and fade into the background for the remainder of the season. Although I don't doubt they will try and spring him on some unsuspecting team down the way here. Michael, thanks for the super chat. Sternberger or Kumaro gets a TD this week. I hope it's Sternberger. He has been doing very well as far as getting behind defenders and Aaron Rodgers not seeing him. There are a number of plays on tape where you see him streaking down the sideline wide open, and Rodgers is just not looking for him. I'm hoping that can A continues, and B Rodgers finally sees him and hits him. All that said, yeah, we need the 50+ yard touchdown to Kumro that we talked to Coach about last night. Do you think Matt LaFleur is making a 50-yard Kumaro TD play just for Cheesehead TV? Jimmy, without question. Lock it up. It's going to happen. Jace wheel route. Yeah, he's been open on that a couple of times. Gary not only pushing O-line, but doing different ways and technique. Ismail, it was interesting to see. I saw a couple breakdowns this week of his game and how he is starting to do a little bit more than just the traditional bull rushes, which has kind of been his bread and butter. You have seen him using other techniques, and clearly he got to the quarterback on Sunday. Hopefully that continues. Well, let's see him get on the field a little bit more. I would like to see that as well. Nagler, well, the season is already a success. Nothing can change that. I am curious, though, as to what, if any, adjustments you think we'll see from the offense in the postseason if we are to go on a run. That's a great question. We asked Coach about that last night. He joked that they're saving all their best stuff for the playoffs. I highly doubt that's the truth, but um, I would hope we'd see a little bit more of the kind of cross mesh stuff that you've seen from the Rams throughout the years. I think they've done a good job of utilizing lots of different personnel groups, a lot of different route combos, etc. But crossers, especially the shallow crossers and the short game, I'd like to see a lot more of that. Get Rodgers in a rhythm. Thinking and dunking, baby, all day. Do you think Coach really downloaded the app? I don't know what, Corey. What do you think? Yeah, I think he did. I think he definitely did.
I almost have 13,000 followers on Twitter.
Almost 13,000 followers on Twitter for Corey Banky. It's a banner day.
And we almost have 10,000 views on that video.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Everything's coming up something for Cheesehead TV. Why didn't Z make the Pro Bowl, Brad? Because it's a popularity contest and his name isn't big enough yet. Doesn't matter what you do on the field. Pro Bowl's a joke anyway. Any hackers contact you about the horn? Not yet, Tim, but the offer's out there. Make the Vikings horn sound go pack go. $10,000 is yours. NFC Championship game in Green Bay after the next 3 wins. Patrick, I like where your head's at, but let's beat the Vikings on Monday night, shall we? Think Hackett will get head coach interviews? No. No, not yet. Maybe someday, not this year. Do you think Rodgers doesn't trust Sternberger because of his TD drop a couple weeks ago? No, Gretchen, absolutely not. That was a tough catch to make. Rodgers threw it inside because he was trying to avoid the safety, trying not to get him laid out. And then he got walloped, obviously, and dropped the ball. I don't think that's the problem. And that's that play in particular. That's Rodgers sandlotting it and just trying to make something happen after the design of the play had broken down. He's escaping to his left, threw back across his right. That's a tough play, and I don't think he's holding that against the rookie at all. Will the Packers blitz more often? I hope so. I truly hope so. Hey, look at Cheesehead TV, patreon.com/Cheesehead TV. If you would like to, say, give us $5 a month and support everything we do because, what we do, it's nice and it's fun, but every little bit helps. The computers, the lights, the painting, the walls, the cameras, the lights, everything. It all helps. Every little bit helps. And it's crazy because we've gone over 500 Patreon members as of this week, and it's pretty crazy. So,
The behind the scenes is not on Patreon.
I know I took it off. I took it off. It's still up on YouTube though, unlisted. But if Jimmy gets cut next year, would you feel okay if Jace Sternberger was the next starter? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him come to camp and earn it, but yeah, I think he's next in line. Absolutely. What's more likely, beating Minnesota Monday or Vikings beating Green Bay twice in 3 weeks? That's a good question. That is a really good question. Or more to the historical aspect, beating the Vikings 3 times in 1 year. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do I believe in the defense? Yes. I've seen the defense. I believe it exists. Nice. Did you read my email? Teddy, I don't remember it. Send it again. Nagler, have you finally lost weight, my guy? It took you until your 46th birthday to drop below 220. Congratulations. What kind of a comment is that? Did I lose weight? Yeah, I lost a lot of weight when I got divorced because I stopped eating and I walked a lot. It's the divorced man's diet, baby. Love the content. Pro Bowl is a joke, but it shouldn't be. What your thoughts? Thanks for. Oh, love the comment. The Pro Bowl is a joke. Got it. Well, the Pro Bowl is a joke. It shouldn't be. I guess. I mean, back in the day, people actually played the game, so it was kind of fun. But now, it's a glorified PR exercise. I don't. I just don't get bothered about it. I just don't. I pay much more attention to the All Pro voting. That's what matters. You know what else matters? I'll tell you what, getting fresh deals on the best products sent right to your phone. With the Festival Foods Mobile Club, you'll have exclusive offers, new product alerts, and the latest updates in the palm of your hand. It's quick and convenient, making the Mobile Club perfect for even the busiest shoppers. What are you waiting for? Text Packers to 78402 to sign up to the Festival Foods Mobile Club. That's Packers to 78402. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to jump. I'm going to be on the radio with Drew and KB in about 15 minutes. So download your iHeartRadio app if you haven't, and you can listen live. Otherwise, it'll be back up on Cheesehead TV later. Real quick here, Super Edge 99, thanks for the super chat. I feel like this is the weekend is the last true test for our wide receivers and our cornerbacks before the playoffs, like a playoff primer. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, and Merry Christmas back to you. And Merry Christmas to everybody watching. Everything next week is going to be really kind of herky jerky because I'm going to be in Wisconsin with my family for Christmas. There will be no Packer transplants, but I will still do as many chats as I can. I'm still doing the post game show, so the content won't stop. It'll just be a little disjointed as far as his delivery. Thanks a lot, everyone. Make sure you listen to the radio. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Go Pack Go.